Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
All righty now. First off, welcome back to the neighborhood. Yo Gotti in the neighborhood.
Yo.
Did you bring us any bracelets or one of them jackets?
Oh man, I might got a little something in the whip outside.
Nah, I doubt you do. I doubt you do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. It's been real good to be you, huh?
I mean, I'm blessed.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I love about
Could
you
be
too,
in
though?
worse situation.
I don't think that people really understand how long you've been in and how much work you've done in like the past 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But what's crazy about that, man, is that you know how you'll reach a milestone, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like, man, this is it. But you never, like when you look in your rearview mirror, it's a lot of work behind you, bro.
Yeah, I don't even try to look back, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just keep looking forward, you know what I mean? Because I got still so many things I'm trying to accomplish and goals I'm trying to get to. So, and there's so many ahead that I don't even look back.
Does it feel like that much tuition into the School of Experience helps you, Gotti, for what you doing today with the entrepreneurial stuff? You know what I'm saying? The investments, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep learning. Like, I learn stuff every day. So just as well as you think you know a lot, tomorrow you be like, damn, I ain't even understand it on that level. You know what I mean? So you still learning every day.
How do you not get stuck in how some people get stuck in the yesteryear, like the rut? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think, man, it was, you know, cassettes, CDs, albums. Now we don't know what the hell is going on with streams now. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you stay in that game where you veteran and relevant at the same damn time?
I pay attention and I study. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention and I study. I'm always looking like I'm trying to see around the curve before I even get to the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to be aware. That's just part of being a hustler, I think. You know what I mean? Like you want to be playing with the best tools, and the best tools is information. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, now the new album. You know what I'm saying? New album, new ventures, new single. What is Ho?
I mean, heaven on earth.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
there it is. There you go.
See how I took power out of the...
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an acronym now.
I love it.
And what is heaven on earth?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like women. You know what I'm saying?
we are.
It's heaven on earth. A lot of situations you can be in is like, you know, it's a great time. It's a great feeling. It's a great experience. You know what I'm saying?
Why you call the album Trapped?
Actually, I'm going to change that.
Really?
And it's the first platform I said that on.
Why did you call it Trapped?
Well,
why are you changing it?
Well, I called it Trap maybe like this time last year. Because really that's the state of mind I was in. I was feeling trapped. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't dropped the album in a minute. You know what I mean? So I've been going through a lot of different little things, and I was mentally feeling trapped. Like no matter what I do, what I accomplish, like, you know, just keeping it G. Like, man, yo, Gotti gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a 10-time platinum record, and if something happened outside the studio, I done it.
Right.
You feel me? So like, so the stigma of Yo Gotti in the name and the brand was like trap. You know what I mean? When it come to endorsements or different levels of business, I was like, damn. I kept running into them blocks.
Was it different, like even getting into venues, insurance, and all
like,
that? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I may, you know, get canceled from a certain show just on the screen of just the stigma of the name. You know what I mean? When you ain't even done nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was like, I felt like I was trapped in a few different spots. You know what I'm saying?
But Trapped seemed like such a great name for the album when you explain it. So where do you go from Trapped now?
To Untrapped.
There we go.
Yeah.
Easy solution right there.
Damn, I wish I would have said that and sued your ass. I was like, no, we said that on the show.
Yeah. Nah, I'm untrapped now.
So you go ahead, love.
How do you arrive to feeling untrapped from the previous moments?
I think first it started here, you know what I'm saying, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like you woke up, you know what I'm saying, you see things different, you view things different. You know what I mean? I had a lot of different, you know, you're a long time, so
yeah, hell yeah.
In 365 days, a lot can happen, so. And a lot happened with me within a year, you know what I'm saying?
But you paid attention to it. Some people let the year go by and don't pay attention to it either.
Yeah, it can go fast. You know what I'm saying? But a lot happened. Like, a lot of my business changed. You know, working close with Jay, I learned a lot about ownership and assets. You know, I can't really speak on it right now, but I'm going to speak on it soon.
No,
But
you
like
speak up.
somebody
You're here
working
now.
on.
You're a
No,
grown
no,
man.
not yet. It's
Oh
like, it's
man,
like,
Jay don't let you talk.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with Jay.
Sounds like you trapped again.
Yeah, you sure you ain't trapped? Hey man, blink 2 times if you need some help.
I'm saying it's business thing I was working on.
Yeah.
So it ain't. I got the ink. The ink ain't dry yet.
I heard
you know what
that.
I'm saying. So it should be any day now. So something I've been working on the last year. It's like a super big situation for me that I accomplished within the last year. So
we've
been working on it the whole year. It take that long.
Now, is that you, or is that you and Jay, or is that like your teammates?
Well, it's me. It's ownership for me. But my managers and different people. Everybody give me information on it.
Hey man, what's your relationship with you and Jay-Z?
That's the big homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of those, man, you do learn a lot. And I'm pretty sure somebody else, of course, say you the big homie. You know what I'm saying? So they learning a lot from you as well.
And you got to know when you the big homie and when you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you a player on the team. I think there's a lot of I think that what a lot of people don't understand. And some people insecure. You don't know when to when to be the big homie and when not to be. When you step in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're not afraid of continuing to learn as well.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
It's power.
Yeah.
What's some of the best advice that Jay-Z's given you so far? I'm pretty sure he's dropped a lot of gems.
A lot. A lot. I think just being around, just the energy and picking up. Everything don't be told to you like, yo, this how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Right.
Yo, do this way. So it ain't like that.
So you gotta
you
watch too though.
You just pay attention. Just being able to be in the room and being able to be, at the table.
Right.
You got to pick up on what's going on.
Yeah, especially, but shoot, a lot of us can't be at the
that
table.
table.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a table to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Can you guys talk about the prison reform that you guys are working on?
Yeah.
The rally?
Yeah, that's a important thing to us too.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Mississippi, they got like inhumane conditions.
Mm-hmm.
People ain't getting the proper water. They understaffed. People ain't getting ain't eating, ain't taking showers. And people dying. I think 2 more people died like yesterday or something.
Wow.
Like 5 people died. I think 2 more people died in the last couple of days.
Wow.
And what are you guys working on exactly? What is it going to be?
Well, we just trying to push and be heard and get some change down there. You know what I'm saying? Where they treat everybody like humans and it's safe. And
Especially the right voices speaking on it too. And you know what's wild about that too though, Gotti, is like you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that's like, oh man, like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Why is it important for you to look at the Mississippi Department of Corrections and not call them out, but make sure that people are being taken care of and not forgotten and not living in inhumane conditions?
For me, I grew up around prison systems, My big brother was in prison. My aunties was in prison. My father was in prison. So since I was young, I always visit prisons.
Mm-hmm.
I had to, see my family. That's the way I had to see a lot of my family as I was growing up. So that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's father. Like these still human beings. So this could be my people, one of y'all people. So you got to fight for people in general.
How did you escape that though? Because the same with me. You know how you get you'll get I don't know if it's chances, you know what I'm saying? Other people pay your tuition into the school of experience, but somehow you don't catch what other people catch. You know what I'm saying? How did not happen to you, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be a blessing in why it didn't happen to you, and maybe that's the reason why you could continue to pay it forward. Like caught up.
I just think I always paid attention and figure out how to move smart. I looked at what I thought people around me done wrong because I did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at, to me, you don't have to hit your head to learn all the time. You can look at other people and be like, yo, I'm in the same game, but I ain't gonna do it the way you done it because I don't think that was the smartest way to do it. Obviously, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? See where you went, but their whole life though is just a time thing. To me, I think it's just a trying to like beat the time because it's gonna happen. As long as you're in their life, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when it happens.
When you first get on, of course you're not eating off of just straight rap money. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta, if it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And even now, man, like there's good rap money, but people not living off of, like they're what's the checks?
Sales?
Yeah, like album sales and like I'm waiting on my check.
Tours.
Yeah, the tours, the concerts, so on and so forth. But you also expanded now.
Yeah.
You a part of FaZe Clan as well?
What is
Yeah.
Same here, brother.
Shout out to FaZe Clan.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you? Welcome.
Man, I'm in
salute.
FaZe as well, bro. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
that.
My son made sure I got in FaZe.
Yeah.
You know, so
shout out to FaZe
FaZe
Clan.
Clan restaurants as well.
Yeah.
Puma Ambassador, is that still going down?
Go
Shout
What
out
does
to
Puma Ambassador mean?
Puma family, we just do things, different collabs. We work on different collab pieces together and just the whole brand.
So you don't have to buy Puma, huh?
I still buy it. though.
Okay. All right. I was just checking. Hey, man, you weren't tacky where it was like a Puma Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Where you were getting free Puma and just giving it to everybody.
Nah, I still buy Puma. Like if I go to the mall, because I like the brand. So
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like, I'm just buying it with their money? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just buying it with their money.
Nah, because it's my money once I make it.
Is there a 2020? Are you a resolution guy?
I mean, not. I always have goals like every day, every
Right,
week.
right.
So like, I have so many.
So you're not waiting till January 1st, fucking up all December.
Nah, man,
Next year. Huh?
Yeah.
I got
Next
them every
year.
week. So every week I got
Hey, you know what I
them.
just did right now? Check this out.
What's up? What's that, man? What you on? You making a resolution or some shit?
No. Have you ever seen them Much Dank interviews?
Ah.
Yeah, it's this dude named Much Dank, and
Oh,
he
you
cut
gotta
up
watch him.
interviews,
Kills him.
and he do these most. I just gave him a Much
A
Dank
moment.
moment, just so I can make sure that we make it to one of his next cut ups. So go ahead, love.
You say you always have goals. What are some of the big goals that you have in mind still that you haven't gotten to yet?
I haven't got to yet. One of our artists we work with, Moneybag Yo, just put an album out, and it was his first biggest week ever. So that was one of our goals we just accomplished last week. And I think that's what every artist, like with growth, with every artist, like, you know, every artist we work with want to see them get to whatever next phase it is that's important to them.
Is that just as exciting for you when you
Yeah.
see somebody else go?
Exactly.
I heard that.
Exactly.
Why is it important also to make sure that you become that part of the business as well?
I always had the same passion for rapping as I had for being an executive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like to see things grow. To me, if you think back to just even street hustling, like what you doing, you flipping money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You take a 50 pack, turn it to an ounce. You take an ounce, turn it to a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, allegedly.
You keep going.
yeah.
So
Allegedly, that's what I used to do.
yeah. So it's the same thing with an artist. Like you meet an artist who putting out mixtapes one day, and now he's got a #1 record or a #3 record on Billboard, or he's selling this many records, or he's doing this arena. It's the same to me. It's the same, like the same feeling of flipping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the growth part.
And it's crazy because especially if you come from a background where you did hustle, and then when you get in on whatever the so-called legal side, it's like, damn, like, man, I ain't got to worry about what's in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like
you sleep better at night.
yeah.
I ain't trying to hide the money I took to the bank.
Like, hell yeah.
That was one of my biggest things when I was in the street trying to hide the money.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Being able to take the money to the bank is like,
Move the money. Move the money.
Hey, man,
who
but
you trust? Like, you don't really trust that many people with the paper.
right. But go ahead, love.
What can we expect on Untrapped?
A lot of messaging.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell people, like, I'm trying to just give you the game and give you some rules. And like the first song is called Trapped and the last song is called Untrapped. And it's like me talking to you from different perspectives. Like, I'm telling you, you see the side of me being trapped on the intro. Then you see the side of me being untrapped on the outro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say a line like, you bought a Roland and Cuban before you bought yourself a house.
Ooh.
Mama in the hood, you know you're supposed to move out.
Ooh.
You took niggas' work, they went and shot up mama house. You're a selfish nigga, then they took your mama out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you hear people, like, ran off on the plug and,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Plies, that's a homie, I ain't talking about him. Just
He
in
ran out
general.
twice. No,
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, a lot of people run off. But I'm saying, like, perspectively wise, you know, the drama that come with it. So
Yeah, man.
I'm saying, like, kids who really ain't in the street who will say the line not really meaning it, just thinking it's cool.
Not
Right? But you
knowing.
don't understand that the smoke come with it.
Yeah, man.
So, and if people know where your family live and all that, like, you selfish because you may got a little free check, but you know it's smoke gonna be
Yeah.
on your whole people. So that's what I'm saying, like, on the intro, like the perspective of being trapped. You ain't thinking things all the way through and all the way out. You
And
know
then
what I'm
when
saying?
you arrived to Untrapped, how was that feeling versus the first track on the album?
Then Untrapped is like Actually, Untrapped was one of the last records I recorded on the album, and it's just like a whole different perspective. I think like a more mature flow, and I'm like just speaking on a lot of different things and like paying taxes and and shouting out to the artists and telling them things they haven't even heard me say to them. I said to them in the record, like my perspective of my view of them and where they at.
Why now? You think it's just that's where you at now?
Yeah. Even in the land, I be like, they like, Gotti, you changed. I call it maturity.
Yeah.
I got to get to the bag, and these labels be fearing me. 5 million in jury, 5 million in watches, and those stones in the jury. I'm trying to get 100 mil fuck face in the jury. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different perspective of.
Do you feel like this is the best album that? And people always say, "Man, this is my best work." But do you feel like this is your best work?
I think all the work is good, but I think the message is like, it's the most feelings I put in the music, I think.
Did it feel therapeutic to you to release that?
Yeah, because like I said, I've been going through a lot of different things, and I was making the music like simultaneously. Mm-hmm. So the music changed.
So you really telling your story? You were going with whatever you were feeling at that time. We get a chance to take that ride with you.
Yeah. What's
the hardest battle you've had as an artist?
My hardest battle being an artist is just leaving the streets alone. Mm-hmm. I lived so much of my life in the street that, like, I feel like I was more in the street than an artist. So, like, in the beginning, a lot of my business decisions, just the way I was moving, it's hard, man. It's hard to leave them streets alone.
How do you do
it ain't simple as it sounds.
Right.
How do you do all the enoughs, though? You know what I'm saying? And I mean by being street enough, being hip hop enough, being corporate enough. You know what I'm saying? Being male dominant enough, being soft enough for the ladies. Like, there's a lot of enoughs that come with just being a human being and being an artist.
Yeah. I don't think you have to try to be street enough. I think anybody who's trying to be street enough ain't really street. Mm-hmm. I don't think, even for the women, I don't think you have to be soft enough. I think, women like
just be you.
Women like real dudes, and you know what I'm saying? You just be you. To me, the challenges was being corporate enough or not even being corporate enough, just learning the business and understanding, like, it's risks. And I had to learn it that, like, don't nobody want to give you all their money if you're a risk.
Right, yeah.
You might not be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying in the record. Like, I'm trying to get to the bag and these labels be fearing me. Like, they think I might crash tomorrow, so why you gonna give me 100 million? Mm-hmm. But I had to learn that like, you had to be responsible because you liable for your money, other people's money, you know what I'm saying? So.
Were there ever times when you just felt like getting away from the so-called business where it's like, man, like.
Nah, because to me, the business really is my therapy. Mm-hmm. If I don't work every day, then it's idle time. Idle time, I think, is the worst thing you can have because what's your nature, the things you just know how to do. Mm-hmm. So you don't got nothing to do.
I know what I can do.
Not that I go back to the streets. Right. It's over with for that.
Is it frustrating when you see other artists out there that flat out they are fake? They're fake about like what they're rapping about, how the persona that they put on. We've seen it so many times.
Like with you got to kind of almost downplay. You know what I'm saying?
Like it don't bother me.
Right.
Like to me, man.
What the next man doing?
If you feeding your family off capping or telling a great story, I guess you're a great hustler, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You but you ain't hustling me, huh?
Yeah, but I can't knock you. But because the streets, much as it's glorified, the streets really it ain't really glorified like that. Like if you really from it, you understand it. The goal is to get out. The goal is to escape. So, you running back to it. I'm running away from it. Like, I be traveling in different cities, and they be like, yo, come to the hood. For what?
Yeah. Well, I want to go there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nah.
Like,
I'm going to stay over
here.
Like,
I'm doing as much as I can to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's because I think it's like, and we rock with people from the hood.
Yeah, definitely so.
But like, it don't even make sense, man.
And you definitely ain't looking away or turning your back. It's just like nah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I take little homies out of my hood and take them to, different places. Just to
let me show you
like,
this.
Man, look. We go up in L.A. and go up to the house on top of the hills and look over the whole L.A. Like, look how much money out here. Look how different it is. Like, look how much money you can get. And it's a difference, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to show the hood, like, it's bigger goals. You know what I'm saying? It's more money out here than the money we were hustling for.
And it's hard not to bring everybody with you because sometimes people just ain't on the same page too. You know what I'm saying?
They really do stay trapped to that 1 mile block radius that you grow up on because that's all you know. But you do have to step out to realize, yo, like there is so much more out here.
Yeah, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Like if you can't see it, you can't imagine it sometimes.
Does it trip you out where your music has taken you to?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man. I still can. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. I wake up like, oh shit. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure she's still here.
We looking out the window like, oh, okay, the car's still out there.
Do you have a favorite place that you get to go to?
I enjoy everything. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and go outside and just stand in the middle of the street and look at the house.
Yeah, don't do that too much though.
You know what I'm saying? Why not?
People gonna think you smoking or some shit. They be like, man, this dude
in the middle of the street
outside,
again.
man.
Where I'm from, big boy, they can think whatever they want to think. You know what I'm saying? I already been in the worst situations. Like the neighbors can think I'm tripping. I'm I'm tripping.
Having a moment now.
Like, look how I'm waving at you.
You're right. I am tripping.
Yeah, and we over here like, I can't even see his wrist. Man, what's the next move for you?
Man, just keep growing. You know, keep growing. I got a lot of different businesses I want to get into and reveal.
Yeah, take us with you.
Reveal over the.
We should do that.
Space and
we should do that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I need to get some of that game from you too.
Man, no, I'm trying to get something. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to see what you got going on, bro.
You on top of it,
man. But no, I want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood and really just hanging out with us, man. And you got to come back. And now that I know that you really here too, though.
Yeah, I'm around.
It's almost borderline tacky that you didn't come in with like breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying empty-handed because the handshake was good enough. But next time you come through, man, bless us with something. Bring us some Pumas or a necklace or
a bracelet,
a ring or a watch.
Like, dang, y'all be asking for too much.
Yeah, I mean, closed mouth don't get fed either.
You know, this early show, man. I ain't even really been asleep. I've been up all night. I ain't.
Oh, and that's my fault,
right?
Wow,
that's my fault.
Nah,
you didn't
so
let him
I don't get the gift because you stayed up all night. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about what your next move is. That's not going to involve any of us.
He's untrapped now.
Hey, man, do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
3.
Can I ask you their ages?
Yeah.
Their ages?
10, the youngest one, 16, the oldest.
Really though? Do they know who dad like is? And I don't mean like is like, oh, like do they know like they're sharing daddy with the world?
Yeah, I think they understand.
How do you tell your kids no? Because you know you got it, and we came from not having it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, but I think it's about how you tell them. You know what I'm saying? How you explain to them. Because to me, my biggest focus is to make sure they understand they got to work for it. You know, they got to work for the things they want. So you got to figure out systems to put in place to make it at least feel like you earning some of it, or you ain't just getting it just because. But it's kind of difficult too. You know what I'm saying? Man. You know,
because and like my daughter, she's 11. She'll be 12 in September, and my son next month he's turning 13. And I come from 7 of us as brothers and sisters, single household. My mom raised us, homelessness, everything, man. So with my kids, sometimes you do almost become an enabler because I know about not having it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it is a tricky way how you got to make sure that they're the level of appreciation and teaching them that everybody doesn't have it. And just because you can get something doesn't mean you can't appreciate it or you don't have to work for it. Like that's a job and a journey within itself, bro.
Yeah, I be telling my kids, like, they think it's fun. I be like, yo, I grew up with the roaches and the rats.
Yeah, man.
And they bust out laughing like it's a joke. Like, they, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the roaches and the rats is like a foreign... Something from off Mars or something.
Yeah,
you know
like roaches and rats in the house. Stop it, Dad.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, seriously, like,
You know what you got to do, man? You got to build a section in your house that look like where you grew up at and put them over there.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah, they probably trip out.
Like, what?
Yeah. I'm hungry. You only eat once. You only eat one time a day, bro.
Yeah,
what did you do for the holiday?
Somebody told me that once this man I was talking to was telling me that, like, in traditions, families go from rags to riches to rags.
Oh, wow.
They were telling me this about kids. It was just,
man.
Like, because the kids don't appreciate the riches even when you leave it for them. So most families go back to rags after they get the riches from their...
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, man, that is true. Right. But I think we're starting to see that. Not even starting. I think we see that in music as well. Just in hip hop, bro. I really feel like a lot of things that were paid already, I don't think that a lot of people of today respect what was done.
What you mean by that?
Like, I'm saying this, like, there were people that came into the game that didn't get the checks, that paid that really paved the way. And now you had people that got the riches, and now I think some of the people that got the riches are going to get us back to the rags by how they fucking the game up.
How they just don't respect the culture, the business, shit like that.
The culture, the business, the OGs, like the craft, nothing, bro.
That. I think it's a little bit of both of that too, though, because I think if you want to call it, I don't know if it's recklessness or just the nonchalant of not caring of the younger artists. I think that also kind of shifted the business, though. The way that they don't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think when you can't control somebody with money because they don't even care,
right?
It kind of changed the business scope. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the younger artists are unique in that way to where it's like they only care about what they care about. And it ain't even a check sometimes. So it's like, yo, no, I want to do this here. And he'd be like, yo, I'm going to give you $5 million. It's like, no, I don't care.
Yeah, but you know what? I think a lot of them,
$5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think a lot of them doing shit for the money. And I think that the money, the way that everything is held up, I think that they worship the money even more so.
I don't know. I done seen artists like turn down a lot of money. Young artists like, and I'm like, even for me, like, bro, you know how much money.
Well, if you see it, man, call me up. I'll go get it.
We'll
go out there.
Would we know some of these artists that you're talking about?
Hell yeah, we will, huh?
Yeah, I mean, some artists are like, I think they smart. Let's take an artist like NLE Chopper, right? He from my city, so that's my little bro. So we was with him. Like, I don't got nothing to do with his business, but we was around him when he was taking meetings. Like, so just because he's from Memphis, and for the record, I do this with a lot of Memphis artists that I'm not like even in business with. I don't get $1 off from 1 cent, but I'm like the big homie.
Yeah.
So before they do deals, some people send me their contracts. Yo, what you think about this, big homie? Should we do this? And we tell them to take that out of
yeah, man,
or don't do this. We do this on the sprint. Just anybody from the city who asks for the advice, we'll do it. So using Chopper for example, right? When he was first taking his first meetings, like we was with him. He signed us. Like I had one of my people go to every meeting he was going to with him because him and his mother, they was new to the business. They didn't fully understand it. So when everybody was flying them out and taking meetings, like we was with them. Not saying me particular, but I put somebody with him that was on the line with me.
Guide him.
That was in the meeting with him, and
he was able to turn
and
down.
We was breaking down the business. Or this offer say this say that. And his deal was up to millions early, like millions early. He didn't want to do it because he had certain things that he wanted.
Right.
And I respect it because he wanted his situation a certain way, and it wasn't about the money. So that's an artist for example.
And that's exactly where you coming from when you say that.
Yeah, that like it wasn't. If it was just about the numbers, they were offering them multi-millions from the gate. And I watched him turn it down. Like,
I just recently saw where Rich Homie Quan said he signed his first contract without even reading it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I did something like that before too.
Wow.
You get so excited. It's
Just
like,
the
this is my moment.
I done it when I did a deal with TBT. I was like, I was like in a situation where like I felt the heat coming down from the streets, right? Yeah, so let's just say that.
He was by all means.
It was a situation where like a lot of people got scooped up in a lot of different things, and I felt it coming. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it right then, just an opportunity to leave one thing to get to the other one, and it can't be worse than
what was going on.
What I'm doing. So I ain't gonna say I didn't read it, but I trusted the lawyer to just tell me like it's cool. I'm at a level now where a lawyer can't even tell me my deal cool. Like, all right, it's cool, and why you think it's cool? And let me read over. Let me get somebody else to read over it. Because, but in the beginning, like if a lawyer just told me the deal was cool, I would have signed a deal like that before.
But now you're in a position where you can make sure people don't get into those kind of situations.
Yeah, I just make sure you understand it, like, because everybody's business is different too.
Hey man, they just sent me this. They say he lost $500,000 at a Jay-Z charity playing blackjack. That was like fake money though, right? That was like,
but it was for charity.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they give you the chips.
That was real money we bought into the tournament with. I could have if I'd have won the hand, I would have won $500,000.
Okay.
I lost though.
Okay.
Oh.
But did you have to pay to get in?
Yeah.
The pot?
Of course.
Okay.
And you don't get that back, huh?
No, but it's a charity.
It's charity.
It's for good work.
Jesus Christ.
That's still a lot of money.
I heard that.
Yeah, we supporting the charity.
Yeah.
Hey, we're a charity too.
Wait, so was it like you
We
were happy
like a
and
charity
sad at the
case.
same time? We were like, oh damn, wait, no, okay,
Neighborhood charity right here.
Hey, man, do you frequent? Do you go to the strip clubs and throw it in the air or
a little bit?
What's
not much as I used
to?
Yeah.
What was the most you think you threw in a strip club?
About 40,000.
Oh my goodness.
40, 50,000.
That's salary.
It's a car.
Yeah, that's a nice car too.
It's a nice car.
I heard that.
I wouldn't do it again.
Hell no. Hell no.
He said,
Nah. I'll be in there with you, like, you know what I'm saying?
I will
We
say
took
that
the limit down a little bit.
Yeah, easy call.
you
and probably
really
putting it in the pot.
You are really, really changed from the last time I saw you. Like your energy, just your tone. I see a big difference.
Really though?
Yeah, I really do. Like
He's
since
untrapped.
he walked in, he's untrapped
Yeah,
now.
man.
Untrapped.
Yeah, what's in the DM now?
Right?
We still slide.
Yeah.
we still doing that.
Hell yeah.
We still sliding. In
Hey
there.
man, it seems like you have fun being you though. Like you enjoy being you.
Man, I learned how to like not care about things I can't control.
I heard that.
That's
And
right.
not worry about things I can't control. Man, it is what it is. Like one thing about me, I have the same demeanor. You know, if I were having the worst day or the best day, you probably wouldn't even know.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying?
What do your fan base feel like to you?
Fan base?
Yeah, like are you a picture taker and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Because I appreciate everything. Like I still understand it. Like it's a part of the work. Like somebody want to take a picture with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a blessing.
I'll
That's
say
a
the
blessing
same
that
thing,
they
man.
want to take a picture with you because I could be in the hood running back and forth to cars and dodging pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey
Like,
man, that's what I tell
we
people.
come from where it wasn't even cool to take a picture. We had to, if somebody broke out the camera, we like, oh, this is
Yeah.
we try to get low. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing to be in the position to take pictures.
Well, man, thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
Thank
bro.
you.
And now that we know that you're a little bit closer, invite us over. Invite us over to the house,
Barbecue.
man.
Yeah,
Barbecue
I might
at
have
your
a
house.
or something.
We'll do Super Bowl at your house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Miami.
Oh,
He's like, y'all have
Oh,
fun.
you're going to be where the Super Bowl is at.
Yeah,
We didn't say you
yeah,
had to
yeah.
be there. I said we're going to do Super Bowl at your
I
house.
leave the keys.
Yeah.
Aw,
Leave it
I'll
under
leave
a
the
rock.
keys.
Yo
front of the
Gotti in the
house.
neighborhood, man. Big Boy's
Big boy.
neighborhood.